It was a bright sunny day on the island of Sodor. Piper and Rusty were happily at work on the Bluebell branch line, and Sir Topham Hatt was just arriving at the Bluebell Railway with Duck. They were paying a visit to Stepney. Duck was very excited to see his old friend again. Presently, all he could think of was the time when he and Stepney had double-headed the express, and he was telling a couple children about it. Sir Topham Hatt began talking with Stepney. "It is a pleasure to see you again, Stepney." "It's quite a pleasure to see you too, sir. I do wish I could have stayed on your railway." "Why ever do you say that?" the Fat Controller inquired. "Well," began Stepney, "here on the Bluebell, I just sit here in this shed while people come from all over to point and stare at me. They look at me, awestruck, but they don't even know who I am. I'm not even a functional engine anymore. How can I feel proud of the engine I am when I'm fouled? They say it's no use to fix me. They say it's a waste of money and resources." "That is a pity," replied the Fat Controller. "You know, I think I'd also like to have you back on my railway. Rusty has been working with a new engine called Piper, but no engine runs that branch line quite like you do." "Thank you, sir," said Stepney, feeling a little better. "I'll tell you what, Stepney," started the Fat Controller. "I'll speak to the railway manager. Maybe I could make arrangements for you to be overhauled and brought back to Sodor." "Oh, sir," replied Stepney. "Please do, sir. Thank you, sir." And Sir Topham Hatt left to find the railway manager. At last, Duck had a chance to talk with Stepney, and Stepney was happy to see Duck. The engines talked endlessly of the time they sent Bowler packing, and when they were a double-header for the express. About an hour had passed when the Fat Controller returned. "What's the news, sir?" asked Stepney. "Well," Sir Topham Hatt started, "an overhaul will take some time, and it won't be cheap by any meaning of the word." "So what's the decision, sir?" Stepney inquired. "I have decided to purchase you and have you mended, and you will come back to Sodor to work on the Bluebell Railway with Rusty," said the Fat Controller. At this, Duck and Stepney burst into a chorus of loud, excited whistles. "Thank you, sir," they said in unison. "But, as I have previously said, it isn't cheap." Then he clambered into Duck's cab. "I'm sorry to leave you, Stepney, but I've a railway to run. I'll be seeing you soon." "Yes, sir, soon indeed." And with that, Duck's driver pulled the lever and headed back to Sodor.